JJ, you're so cute.
Tears in the club, just showing love love, represent the flow side like me. Round me, if you stick it, put your heart on. One shot, a couple of them down. Beverly in the rear of the club, pull up on love, till we about to go and buy the bar up. So, show we ain't playing, hang with no lady, walk insane. Girls on the way, but I'm gone, yeah. Yes, we do. I know the mind's talking on it. No, I can't forget my night. In their best outfit, just showing that skin, trying to make it on the spit. Where you been, girl? You and your friend need to come to the back. You got it locked out. Your white t-shirt or a three-piece suit, no matter what you wear, all that matters is who you with. Some jiggy, some straight line, all up in the club just to have a good time. Girls is on the way, but never caught yet. I know the mind's talking on it. No, I can't forget about my
Hi guys, it's Laniko and Stomia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have not recorded a YouTube video since 2025 December, but I am slowly getting back into it, trying to create content or whatever the case is. So before I get into my life update, ever since everything that has happened since December till now, which is March, before I get into that, please do the most by subscribing and hit the bell so that you guys don't miss when I post a new video. I will highly appreciate it. Okay, so first of all, it's basically a life update on Baba, because I mean, like, okay, me and Baba, mom life, and how's baby doing. So first of all, life update on Baba. So formula is milk. First of all, Baba is currently on milk right about now. He was drinking my breast milk throughout his whole Nikki journey, and it only lasted for like 2 weeks since he was out of the hospital, right? Reason for that being is I had a lot of milk in the fridge, and because I'm a first-time mother and I am not sure how these things work, even though I did read and I was told at the hospital that it would last about 4 days in the fridge before it expired, you know, go off and everything. So, of my paranoia, I decided to chill on the pumping and allow the milk supply to decrease a bit before I started pumping again, which led to my milk starting to dry up, right? So, what happened was I decided to put Papa on formula. In fact, what I wanted to do is switch out, give him formula, give him breast milk. But the minute Papa tasted formula, he didn't want my breast milk anymore, and I can't blame him, right? So I completely stopped breastfeeding. So yeah, it lasted about like 2 weeks of him still drinking my breast milk. Okay, so he is a formula baby now. When Baba left the hospital, he was 2 point something kgs. He is currently around 6. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not exactly sure 6 what, but he's currently around 6 kgs. His bottle situation. So the bottles that I initially bought for him, which is obviously in the previous clips, which you guys have already seen, he was not wanting it at all. He refused to drink out of it. So he actually preferred drinking out of the bottle of my breast pump. And then we had to go get him the OG Avon bottles because the teats are different. So he actually preferred those. But we actually decided to introduce him slowly to the bottles. So he only fully started drinking out of his original bottles that was bought for him in February. So yeah, I'm glad for that. I was actually worried. I thought it was gonna go to a waste, but it's okay. He's good for now. So he is a very happy baby. He's growing super fast. He's busy teething, and it's making me emotional because why is time moving so fast? Because I mean, he was just born yesterday. But anyway, me as a first-time mommy, I am loving it. I'm loving the journey. I think it's not too overwhelming for me because I work from home, so I get to see my baby 24/7. 24/7. I love that for me. Yeah, sometimes it can be rough, obviously, but if anything, I love being Lyric's mommy. It's the best feeling ever. It's nice knowing that you have your little human, someone that looks up to you, someone who depends on you. I love it. Okay, so living situation. Okay, so you guys know Papa has a cot, and yeah, we have our own room. He has his cot. I have my own bed and everything, but we have not been sleeping in the room. We slept here twice in December and never again. It was December, right? I think December or early January, I'm not sure. But he didn't sleep in his cot. He slept in the bed with me for like 2 nights. And then we stopped and then we went back to sleeping in my mother's room. So it's like a whole situation, right? So thing is, my grandmother isn't exactly a fan of my boyfriend. We still don't know why. I mean, I feel like she is just being her regular self, or whatever the case is. Or let me just say this. She did not want me to have a boyfriend. She did not approve me of having a boyfriend. So me still having a baby on top of that just pushed over the edge. So yeah, she does not like the thought of me having a boyfriend or whatever the case is. So she does not appreciate the presence of my boyfriend, and it kind of hurts. It actually hurts a lot because it's a whole different story if he did something to you personally or he hurt me, and then yeah, you have the right to feel that way. But he did nothing to you. He didn't do anything of the sort. So for you to just wake up and decide, yeah, I don't like him, I want nothing to do with him, it's a problem. Okay, so he is unwelcomed in our house, and hence why me and Baba are not sleeping in my room. So basically, there's kind of like 2 houses in one yard. So the main house is her house, and then there's like a back room, but it's not actually like a back room, it's like a full-on house. There's a kitchen, a bathroom, lounge, right, where my mother and father stay, right? So we have been sleeping in my mother's room, me and Baba, so that his father gets to spend time with him, gets to see him whenever he wants, or whatever the case is, because it's the only way, right? So it kind of hurts that Baba is never going to be able to sleep in his cot, but we were actually thinking about moving back. I am still not sure, because it's going to be very hard, because then he won't get to see him as much as he does now, right? So yeah, like I'm saying, I'm not sure if we're gonna move back. I just feel like I want my baby to experience sleeping in his own bed. But if I'm still like, moving back and forth with the thought, because after all, his father is to spend as much time with him as I do, because I get to see him 24/7. He does not. So to take more time away from him, it can be a lot. It will be a lot for him, right? Anyway, so that is my life update. My life's messy, but we move on. After this isn't about anyone else anymore, because there is a little person involved. So everything that I do has to be in the best interest for him, right? Whether it makes me uncomfortable or whatever the case is, but if it's best for him, that's how it's supposed to be, right? So I guess that's the only life update that I have for now, or whatever. But yeah, so it is a daily vlog. It is currently morning. It's currently around 7 a.m. Past 7 actually. In my previous clips, you guys saw I made Baba's bottles, which is what I do every morning. I first make his bottles, make sure he's sorted, and then I do everything else that I have to do before bathing him. Okay, so what I wanted to do is sort out my room, because like I'm saying, we have not been sleeping yet. So this has basically been my storage room. Everything washing that has been ironed, instead of putting it in the cupboard, I leave it on the bed. Everything, like I just throw everything anyway I see fit, right? So I am gonna sort that out, and I am gonna show you guys. Yeah, and then when I'm done with it, then I am gonna go and bath Baba, and I think that's gonna be it for my morning, because I don't really have much to do today. So yeah, let me show you guys how the room looks, and then yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so this is the state of my room currently. So yeah, I have not been sleeping here, so that's why it looks like this. So this has basically been like a storeroom for me, but I am gonna try and organize everything right about now, because me and Baba might be moving back to the room. So this is what the drawer is looking like. The first drawer in one of my previous videos, the first drawer is where I'm supposed to store his nappies, so that it's easy access to just put into the diaper carry. But as you guys can see, there's clothes here, so I do have to sort it out so that it can all fit in these drawers. And I have to sort out these clothes as well. These clothes he didn't wear yet, because it's 6 to 12 months. So I am gonna try and organize everything so it can all fit in the last 3 drawers, because there are clothes in the drawers for men packet also, new clothes that he's not gonna be able to wear now, so I have to find space. So hopefully I can do that. But yeah, this is the state. So I am gonna try and organize it, and I'm gonna try and show you guys as well. So I wanted to show you guys my handbag, my mini handbag. So I decided I am gonna start using my handbags more, because I am a mommy now and I am a girl, so I have to do girly things. And then my boyfriend bought me this, so cute, and this one as well. So yeah, I am gonna try and be more girly and walk around with a handbag, or whatever the case is. Okay, so now I am gonna put these nappies into this drawer. Actually, I want to open up both bags So I'm not sure if it's all gonna fit here. I am gonna take the clothes out, so we'll see when I'm done. Okay guys, so I am done organizing everything that needed to be organized in my storage room. So I am gonna go and bath Baba now, and then I think I'm gonna end the video because I think it is already long enough, and also that's how I'm spending my morning because he's supposed to be a spend the morning with me, daily vlog, whatever the case is. So yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing daily vlogs instead of doing snippets of Tuesday, snippets of Wednesday, snippets of Thursday, and putting it into one video, whatever the case is. I feel like I want to show you guys what I do on a daily as a stay-at-home mommy. But yeah, we'll see. So I'm gonna go see if Papa's awake and bath him, and then I'm not sure, like I'm saying, if I am gonna continue the vlog or if I'm just gonna catch you guys on the flip side in the next video. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying watching this video so far, whatever the case is. So yeah, let's go see. Hi. Hi. Do you feel nice? Babes. Lyric. See, it's gonna be cold now. I told you. I told you. LJ. Yeah, kitty pie. Yeah, cuteness. Yeah, cuteness. Smile for me. Hi. Look at me. Yeah, cuteness.